Early life and background. Giovanni Espinoza was born on April 19, 1978, in Esmeraldas, Ecuador. Raised in a coastal region where football is deeply ingrained in the culture, Espinoza's early exposure to the sport came from his local community. From a young age, he showed an exceptional talent for football, and by the time he was a teenager, his skills were already apparent. He grew up in a family passionate about football, which greatly influenced his development as an athlete. Espinoza began his football journey playing in local clubs and informal street games, where his natural athleticism and love for the sport became evident. He joined Club Deportivo El Nacional at a young age, one of Ecuador's most prominent clubs, where he received formal training. Espinoza's abilities were soon recognized by his coaches and scouts, setting the stage for his future as a professional football player. Rise to professional football. Espinoza's rise to professional football began when he made his debut for Deportivo Quito in the Ecuadorian Serie A in 1996. His early performances showcased his qualities as a hardworking and intelligent defender. As a central defender, Espinoza quickly made a name for himself due to his excellent positioning, tactical awareness, and leadership abilities. His ability to read the game allowed him to perform at a high level from the start. In his initial years, Espinoza was often deployed as a reliable and composed defender who could handle some of the toughest opponents in the league. His rise within the Ecuadorian football scene was swift, and in 2000, he made a significant move that would shape the rest of his career. Espinoza signed with Emelec, one of the most successful clubs in Ecuador. With Emelec, Espinoza became a mainstay in the starting 11 and solidified his reputation as one of the country's top central defenders. International career with Ecuador. Espinoza's strong performances at the club level did not go unnoticed, and in 2001, he earned his first call-up to the Ecuador national team. His inclusion in the national team came during a critical period in Ecuador's footballing history. As the team sought to strengthen its defense for the 2002 FIFA World Cup qualifiers. Espinoza quickly established himself as a reliable figure in Ecuador's defense, and his consistency and leadership on the field made him a key player for the national team. His international debut marked the beginning of an extensive international career. Espinoza played a crucial role in Ecuador's qualifying campaign for the 2006 FIFA World Cup in Germany, a landmark achievement for the country. He was part of the national team's first-ever World Cup qualification, helping Ecuador secure a place in the tournament for the first time in their history. This was a major moment not only for Espinoza but for Ecuadorian football as a whole. In the 2006 World Cup, Espinoza featured prominently as Ecuador made an impressive run to the round of 16. Although Ecuador was eventually eliminated by England, Espinoza's performances were widely praised for his solid defending and composure under pressure. His leadership on the pitch was key to Ecuador's successful campaign, and his contributions helped establish him as one of the team's pillars during this era. Espinoza continued to represent Ecuador in international tournaments, including the Copa America, where his defensive prowess was again on display. His physicality, commitment to his team, and ability to disrupt opposing attacks made him one of the standout defenders of his generation in South American football. Career at club level. After his successful spell with Emelec, Espinoza had the opportunity to expand his career by moving to Europe, where he played for French Ligue 1 side, AS Saint-Étienne, in 2007. This marked a significant step in his career as he joined one of Europe's top leagues, where the level of competition was extremely high. Espinoza adapted quickly to the European style of football, gaining invaluable experience playing against some of the best footballers in the world. At Saint-Étienne, Espinoza was part of a well-organized defense and contributed significantly to the team's performances. While his time in France was relatively short, it helped raise his profile internationally and opened doors for further opportunities abroad. His defensive skills continued to impress, even as he faced challenges playing against high-caliber attacking players in the French league. After his time in Europe, Espinoza returned to Ecuador, where he rejoined Emelec for a second spell. This return solidified his status as one of the country's best defenders, and he continued to excel in Ecuadorian football. During this time, Espinoza helped Emelec win several Ecuadorian Serie A titles, further enhancing his legacy in Ecuadorian football. Peak of his career and achievements. Espinoza's peak as a player came during his time with Emelec and the Ecuador national team. He was regarded as one of the top central defenders in South American football during the mid-2000s and early 2010s. Espinoza's ability to play in high-pressure situations, combined with his consistency, made him a leader both at the club and international level. Some of his key achievements include FIFA World Cup 2006. Espinoza played an essential role in helping Ecuador qualify for their first World Cup, and his performances in the tournament helped Ecuador reach the round of 16, one of their best finishes in history. Copa America appearances. Espinoza represented Ecuador in multiple editions of the prestigious South American tournament, where he showed his mettle against top teams in the region. Ecuadorian Serie A titles. Espinoza won several league titles with Emelec, solidifying his status as one of the country's most successful defenders of the era. Espinoza was consistently named in the Ecuadorian Serie A's Team of the Year and was widely regarded as one of the most dependable and experienced players in the league. His success at both the club and international levels earned him a reputation as a hardworking and reliable player who could be counted on in crucial moments. Later years and retirement. In the later years of his career, Espinoza continued to play for Emelec but also had stints with other Ecuadorian clubs, such as Deportivo Quito, before ultimately calling time on his playing days. He retired from professional football in 2016 after a successful and long career that spanned nearly 2 decades. Despite no longer being a professional player, Espinoza's passion for football remained strong. After his retirement, he became involved in coaching and youth development, working to pass on his knowledge of the game to younger players. His leadership and experience as a player made him an invaluable asset in his post-retirement endeavors, and many believed he could help shape the future of Ecuadorian football.
Early life and introduction to football. Stipe Pletikosa was born on January 8, 1979, in Split, Croatia, which was then part of Yugoslavia. Growing up in a football-loving region, Pletikosa was drawn to the sport at a young age. His early exposure to football began with his local club Hajduk Split, where his natural talent as a goalkeeper quickly became evident. His calm demeanor, quick reflexes, and excellent positional sense made him stand out from his peers. Club career beginnings: Hajduk Split, 1996 to 2003. Pletikosa began his professional career with Hajduk Split, making his first team debut in 1996. Over the next several seasons, he established himself as the team's #1 goalkeeper, showcasing his abilities in both domestic competitions and European tournaments. His performances played a crucial role in Hajduk Split's success, helping the club secure 2 Croatian First League titles, 2000-01, 2003-04, and 2 Croatian Cups. During his time at Hajduk Split, Pletikosa developed a reputation as one of Croatia's most promising young goalkeepers, earning the nickname Octopus for his remarkable shot-stopping ability. Move abroad: Shakhtar Donetsk, 2003 to 2006. In 2003, Pletikosa took the next step in his career by joining Shakhtar Donetsk in Ukraine. This move marked his first experience outside Croatia and provided an opportunity to compete in a more challenging league. At Shakhtar, Pletikosa continued to impress, helping the team secure domestic success, including the Ukrainian Premier League title in 2004-05. Although his tenure at Shakhtar was marked by intense competition for the starting goalkeeper position, Pletikosa's professionalism and consistent performances cemented his reputation as a reliable player on the international stage. Return to Hajduk Split and Spartak Moscow, 2006 to 2011. After a brief return to Hajduk Split in 2005, Pletikosa made another significant move in 2007, joining Spartak Moscow in Russia. This transfer marked the peak of his club career, as he became Spartak's first-choice goalkeeper for several seasons. Competing in the Russian Premier League, Pletikosa was a key figure in Spartak's campaigns, including their runs in European competitions. His time in Moscow also solidified his status as one of the most respected goalkeepers in Eastern Europe. Despite facing challenges such as injuries, Pleticosa consistently demonstrated resilience and leadership on and off the pitch. Brief stints at Tottenham and Rostov, 2011 to 2015. In 2011, Pleticosa joined Tottenham Hotspur in the English Premier League on a season-long loan. However, opportunities were limited during his time in North London, and he made only a few appearances for the club. Following his stint at Tottenham, Pleticosa moved to Rostov in Russia, where he enjoyed a resurgence in form. At Rostov, he became an integral part of the team, helping them achieve mid-table stability in the Russian Premier League. His performances earned him praise for his consistency and leadership. Final years and retirement. In 2015, Pleticosa signed with Deportivo La Coruña in Spain, marking the final chapter of his professional career. Although his time in La Liga was short-lived, it allowed him to experience another top European league before retiring from football in 2016. International career. Stipe Pleticosa's international career was one of the highlights of his journey as a footballer. He made his debut for the Croatian national team in 1999 and went on to earn 114 caps, making him one of the most capped players in Croatia's history. Pleticosa represented Croatia in numerous major tournaments, including UEFA European Championships 2004, 2008, 2012, FIFA World Cups 2002, 2006, 2014. His performances in these tournaments were often pivotal, with his heroics in goal helping Croatia achieve memorable results on the world stage. Pleticosa was known for his calm presence under pressure and his ability to make crucial saves, earning him widespread admiration from fans and teammates alike. Playing style and attributes. As a goalkeeper, Pleticosa was characterized by his excellent reflexes, positional awareness, and composure. Standing at 1.93 meters, 6 feet 4 inches, he commanded his penalty area with authority and was effective in dealing with aerial threats. His leadership qualities and professionalism made him a respected figure in every team he played for. Legacy and impact. Stipe Pleticosa is remembered as one of Croatia's greatest goalkeepers, alongside legends such as Dražen Ladic and Daniel Subasic. His longevity and contributions to the national team have solidified his place in Croatian football history. Pleticosa's career serves as an inspiration for young goalkeepers, highlighting the importance of resilience, dedication, and professionalism. Post-retirement life. Since retiring, Pleticosa has remained involved in football, often appearing as a pundit and analyst for Croatian television. His insights and expertise have made him a popular figure among fans and a valuable voice in discussions about the game. Conclusion. Stipe Pleticosa's career was marked by consistency, resilience, and excellence. From his early days in Split to his success on the international stage, he exemplified the qualities of a top-class goalkeeper. His legacy continues to inspire future generations of footballers in Croatia and beyond.
Early life and football beginnings. Vincenzo Montella, born on June 18, 1974, in the small town of Pomigliano d'Arco near Naples, Italy, is widely regarded as one of the most skilled and prolific strikers in Italian football history. From a young age, Montella showed a remarkable aptitude for football, with a natural flair for the game that would eventually see him rise to prominence in the Italian and European football scenes. Montella's journey to professional football began in the local youth teams, where his exceptional talent was quickly recognized. His first major step came when he joined the Youth Academy of Napoli, the club based in his hometown. It was at Napoli where Montella first honed his technical ability, which would later become a hallmark of his playing style. He made his senior debut for the club in 1992, but it was clear that his true potential was yet to be fully realized. In the early years of his career, Montella was a promising but relatively unproven talent, often struggling to find consistent playing time at Napoli. Nevertheless, his time in the youth system and his brief stints with the senior team set the stage for a successful career, which would soon take flight. Early career, from Napoli to Genoa. Montella's move to Genoa in 1995 marked the beginning of his ascent in Italian football. At Genoa, he began to establish himself as a key player, with his performances in Serie A catching the attention of clubs across Italy. Montella's skill set as a forward quickly became apparent, his ability to finish chances with accuracy, his intelligent positioning, and his speed made him a dangerous player in the final third. During his 3 years at Genoa, Montella's goal-scoring abilities started to shine, and his reputation as a top-class striker began to solidify. He continued to develop his technical skills while also gaining valuable experience in Serie A. His impressive performances led to a big move in 1999 to AS Roma, one of Italy's top football clubs, which would be a turning point in his career. Career peak, success at Roma. Montella's time at Roma marked the peak of his playing career. Joining the club in 1999, Montella quickly became an integral part of the team. He formed an effective partnership with other notable players such as Francesco Totti, and together they helped Roma challenge for domestic and European honors during the early 2000s. Montella's playing style, characterized by his precise finishing, excellent positioning, and ability to find space in attacking situations, made him a key figure in Roma's attack. His movements off the ball were often unnoticed by defenders, allowing him to sneak into dangerous areas and score crucial goals. His ability to score both from inside the box and from long range made him a versatile and highly effective forward. One of the most significant achievements of Montella's career came in 2001, when Roma won the Serie A title, their first in over a decade. Montella's contribution to that success was immense, as he scored vital goals throughout the season. His partnership with Totti and the team's overall attacking prowess helped Roma dominate Italian football during that period. In addition to domestic success, Montella's performances in European competitions helped elevate Roma's profile. His goal-scoring exploits in the UEFA Champions League and the UEFA Cup, now known as the Europa League, were crucial to the club's competitiveness on the international stage. Montella's time at Roma not only earned him individual accolades but also solidified his place among Italy's most respected forwards. Later career, moves to Milan and beyond. After a successful period at Roma, Montella moved to Fulham in 2007 on loan in the English Premier League, where he played a brief stint before returning to Italy. In 2007, Montella signed with AC Milan, another of Italy's footballing giants, but by this point, his playing time began to decrease, partly due to the increased competition for places in Milan's attacking lineup. At Milan, Montella had some notable moments, but he was no longer the first-choice striker, and his impact was less pronounced compared to his days at Roma. Despite this, his experience and leadership were valuable assets for the team. Montella spent only a brief period with Milan before returning to Fiorentina in 2010, where he enjoyed a more substantial role on the field and continued to showcase his technical quality. International career, Italy and World Cup glory. Montella's international career with Italy was an important aspect of his career, although it was not as prolific as his club career. Montella earned his first call-up to the Italian national team in 1998 and was part of the squad for the 2002 FIFA World Cup. Although he did not play a major role in Italy's World Cup campaign, Montella's technical ability and goal-scoring record at the club level kept him in the national team's mix for several years. His most notable international achievement came during the 2006 FIFA World Cup, where Montella was included in Italy's squad for the tournament. Italy went on to win the World Cup that year, and Montella was part of the squad that triumphed in Germany. Although his role was limited as he made only a few appearances. Nevertheless, being part of such a prestigious tournament and winning the World Cup was a career highlight for Montella. Final years, retirement and transition to management. As Montella entered the twilight of his playing career, he continued to play for Fiorentina until 2013, when he made the decision to retire from professional football. By the time of his retirement, Montella had built an impressive legacy as one of Italy's most accomplished strikers, known for his technical brilliance, tactical intelligence, and consistency in front of goal. Upon retiring from playing, Montella made a natural transition to coaching. He quickly began his managerial career, first taking the reins at Catania in 2012. Montella's coaching abilities were soon recognized, and he was appointed manager of Fiorentina in 2012, where he had spent much of his playing career. His success at Fiorentina, where he led the club to a series of impressive league finishes, cemented his reputation as a promising young coach. Montella's coaching journey continued with stints at clubs like AC Milan and Sevilla in Spain, where he displayed his tactical acumen and ability to develop attacking football. Known for favoring an aggressive style of play, Montella's coaching philosophy emphasized fluid attacking movements and possession-based football. Although his managerial career has had ups and downs, Montella remains a respected figure in the football world. Legacy and personal life. Vincenzo Montella is widely regarded as one of the finest strikers of his generation, known for his technical ability, excellent finishing, and intelligence on the pitch. His legacy as a player is solidified through his achievements with Roma, where he won Serie A titles and cemented himself as one of the league's most consistent forwards. His role in Italy's World Cup winning team in 2006 further enhanced his standing in the international football community. Off the pitch, Montella has led a relatively low-key personal life, though his influence continues through his work as a coach. His transition from a highly successful playing career to a managerial role has shown his deep understanding of the game and his commitment to developing football talent. Montella's contribution to both Italian and international football has been significant, and his legacy endures through the players he has coached and the memories of his elegant, goal-scoring days as a player. Early life and beginnings. Jorge Francisco Campos Navarrete, known simply as Jorge Campos, was born on October 15, 1966, in Acapulco, Guerrero, Mexico. Growing up in the picturesque coastal city, Jorge developed a love for football at an early age. His athleticism and energy were evident, whether he was playing barefoot on sandy beaches or on makeshift fields with friends. Unlike many young footballers who specialized early in their careers, Jorge displayed a versatility and love for multiple positions, often playing as a forward and occasionally as a goalkeeper during his youth. This duality would come to define his career and make him one of the most unique players in football history. Club career, Pumas UNAM and the rise of a star. Jorge Campos began his professional career with Pumas UNAM in 1988. Initially joining as a goalkeeper, Campos's eye-catching performances and charisma quickly drew attention. However, his offensive instincts led to a surprising development early in his career. Campos occasionally played as a striker. In the 1990-91 season, Campos asked his coach for more playing time, even if it meant switching positions. As a result, he played as a forward, scoring 14 goals, a remarkable feat for a player trained as a goalkeeper. This dual role made him a sensation, with fans flocking to stadiums to witness his unpredictable and electrifying performances. Over the years, Campos remained primarily a goalkeeper but never hesitated to step upfield when needed. His acrobatic saves, unmatched agility, and flamboyant style of play earned him widespread admiration. His colorful, self-designed jerseys, featuring neon colors and bold patterns, added to his larger-than-life persona, making him an icon on and off the pitch. Ventures abroad and returned to Mexico. In the mid-1990s, Campos's fame extended beyond Mexico. He briefly played in Major League Soccer, MLS, joining the Los Angeles Galaxy in 1996 and later the Chicago Fire. In MLS, Campos became a fan favorite, showcasing his trademark athletic saves and adventurous playing style. After his stint in the United States, Campos returned to Mexico, playing for clubs such as Atlante, Cruz Azul, and Tigres UANL. No matter where he went, his performances drew crowds and inspired younger players to embrace creativity in their game. International career with Mexico. Jorge Campos made his debut for the Mexican national team in 1991, embarking on a storied international career that would span over a decade. His inclusion brought a new dimension to the team, combining skill, charisma, and leadership. Campos represented Mexico in 2 FIFA World Cups, 1994 and 1998. In the 1994 tournament in the United States, he was Mexico's first-choice goalkeeper, helping the team reach the round of 16. His colorful kits and spectacular saves made him one of the standout players of the tournament. At the 1998 World Cup in France, Campos once again took center stage. While Mexico reached the round of 16, Campos's performances solidified his reputation as a world-class goalkeeper. His ability to command the penalty area and inspire confidence in his teammates was instrumental in Mexico's campaigns. Campos also represented Mexico in several CONCACAF Gold Cups, including the victorious 1993 and 1996 campaigns. His efforts in these tournaments contributed to Mexico's dominance in the region during the 1990s. Playing style and innovations. Jorge Campos was a goalkeeper like no other. Standing at 1.68 meters, 5 feet 6 inches, he was shorter than most players in his position, but he compensated with extraordinary reflexes, agility, and anticipation. His acrobatic style and fearless approach to diving for the ball made him a formidable presence in goal. Campos was also known for his ability to play with his feet, a skill that was ahead of its time for goalkeepers. His comfort on the ball allowed him to participate in the build-up play and even venture far outside his penalty area to clear danger or assist in attacks. His willingness to take risks, whether by dribbling past opponents or leaving his line to intercept passes, earned him the reputation of being an unconventional yet highly effective goalkeeper. The man behind the jerseys. Campos's iconic jerseys became a signature aspect of his brand. Designed by Campos himself, these jerseys featured bright, geometric patterns in neon pinks, greens, yellows, and blues. They were as audacious as his playing style, and fans around the world eagerly awaited each new design. Beyond their aesthetic appeal, these jerseys symbolized Campos's individuality and fearless approach to the game. They represented a player unafraid to challenge norms and push boundaries, both on and off the field. Challenges and resilience. Despite his success, Campos faced challenges throughout his career. As a smaller goalkeeper, he often had to prove himself against skeptics who doubted his ability to compete at the highest level. However, his performances consistently silenced critics, showcasing his ability to defy expectations. Campos's dual role as a goalkeeper and occasional forward also drew mixed reactions. While some celebrated his versatility, others questioned whether his ventures as a striker distracted from his primary role. Yet, Campos's enduring success and longevity in the sport proved his approach was more than justified. Life after football. Jorge Campos retired from professional football in 2004, leaving behind a legacy that transcended the sport. Following his retirement, he remained involved in football, serving as an assistant coach for the Mexican national team and as a television pundit. His insights and humor have made him a popular figure in the media, continuing to inspire and entertain fans. Campos also dedicates time to charitable initiatives, using his platform to give back to communities and support young athletes. His contributions off the field reflect the same passion and energy he brought to his playing career. Legacy and impact. Jorge Campos is widely regarded as one of the greatest and most unique goalkeepers in football history. His charisma, versatility, and innovation left an indelible mark on the sport, influencing goalkeepers and players around the world. Campos's career broke barriers, proving that talent, creativity, and determination could overcome traditional limitations. His colorful jerseys and daring style have become symbols of individuality and self-expression, inspiring generations of players to embrace their uniqueness. Conclusion. Jorge Campos's journey from the beaches of Acapulco to the pinnacle of international football is a story of talent, courage, and creativity. Whether remembered for his acrobatic saves, audacious runs, or vibrant jerseys, Campos remains a beloved figure in football lore. As a player who redefined the role of the goalkeeper and brought joy to millions of fans, Jorge Campos's legacy will continue to shine brightly in the history of the beautiful game. Early life and beginnings. Henrik Larsson was born on September 20, 1971, in Helsingborg, Sweden, a city that would later become synonymous with his footballing legacy. Raised in a working-class neighborhood, Larsson's early exposure to football came through the local streets and parks, where he played alongside friends. His talents were quickly noticed, and at the age of 10, he joined the youth academy of Helsingborg's IF, the city's most prominent football club. Larsson's humble beginnings in football set the foundation for what would become an illustrious career. By the age of 16, Larsson was promoted to the senior team of Helsingborgs IF, and he made his professional debut in 1989. His first years were marked by a steady rise through the ranks, showcasing his skillful play, vision, and goal-scoring ability. The young forward's ability to read the game and finish chances with clinical precision quickly earned him attention from clubs across Sweden. Rise to prominence, Celtic and European glory. In 1993, Larsson's breakthrough came when he moved to Feyenoord in the Netherlands. He spent several seasons there, developing into a more complete player, honing his goal-scoring instincts and experiencing European football firsthand. At Feyenoord, he scored consistently and helped elevate the team's profile in European competitions. However, it was his next move that truly marked the peak of his career, Celtic FC in 1997. Larsson's signing for Celtic was a turning point, not just for his own career but for the Scottish club as well. His arrival coincided with the club's desire to regain its place among Europe's elite after years of decline. Over the next 7 years, Larsson would establish himself as one of Celtic's greatest ever players, winning numerous domestic titles and scoring consistently in both the Scottish League and European competitions. At Celtic, Larsson became a symbol of excellence, playing with a combination of flair, technical skill, and tireless work ethic that endeared him to the fans. His first season with Celtic saw him hit the ground running, and he finished as the club's top scorer. His ability to score goals from a variety of positions, as well as his link-up play with teammates, was unmatched. Career peak, domestic and international success. Henrik Larsson's career at Celtic was defined by both individual and team success. Over his 7-year spell, he helped Celtic win multiple Scottish Premier League titles, Scottish Cups, and Scottish League Cups, solidifying the club's dominance in Scottish football during his time. Larsson's individual contributions were equally impressive. In his prime years, he consistently finished as the club's top scorer, earning the title of Scottish Football Writers' Player of the Year multiple times. One of the standout moments of Larsson's time at Celtic was the 2003 UEFA Cup final against FC Porto, where Celtic lost 3-2. Despite the loss, Larsson's performances in the tournament and throughout the season were nothing short of exceptional. His influence on the field earned him the reputation of being a big-game player who could deliver when the stakes were highest. On the international stage, Larsson was an integral part of the Swedish national team. He represented Sweden in multiple international tournaments, including the 1994 FIFA World Cup, 2000 UEFA European Championship, and 2002 FIFA World Cup. While Sweden never won a major tournament during Larsson's era, they regularly punched above their weight, and Larsson was often the talisman for the national team. He scored crucial goals, including 2 stunning goals in the 2002 World Cup against Senegal, and played an important role in Sweden's third-place finish at the 1994 World Cup in the United States. International career and achievements. Larsson's time with the Swedish national team was long and successful, spanning more than a decade. His first international call-up came in 1993, and he continued to be a key figure until his retirement from international football in 2009. Over his international career, Larsson earned 106 caps and scored 37 goals, making him one of Sweden's most prolific strikers. He also contributed 23 assists, showcasing his playmaking ability. Despite Sweden's close brushes with major trophies, such as in 2004 when they reached the quarterfinals of the European Championships, Larsson's legacy on the international stage is primarily defined by his leadership and his consistency in front of goal. He was a player who could be relied upon in the most critical moments, and his contribution to Sweden's success during his era cannot be overstated. The move to Barcelona, a global stage. In 2004, Henrik Larsson made the move to FC Barcelona, one of Europe's premier clubs. While the Swedish striker was already a household name in Europe, his decision to join Barcelona allowed him to showcase his skills on the world's biggest stage. Larsson spent 2 seasons at the club, where his time coincided with a period of immense success for the Catalan club. Under manager Frank Rijkaard, Barcelona experienced a revival, winning both the La Liga title and the UEFA Champions League. Though his role at Barcelona was more of a secondary one, Larsson's impact was vital during key moments. He famously came off the bench in the 2006 UEFA Champions League final against Arsenal, assisting both of Barcelona's goals to secure a 2-1 victory, thereby clinching the club's second Champions League title in its history. His contributions were crucial in Barcelona's victory, and despite not being a regular starter, Larsson's experience, leadership, and footballing intelligence proved invaluable to the team's success. Final years and retirement. After a short but successful stint at Barcelona, Larsson returned to Sweden to play for Helsingborgs IF for the final few years of his career. Although his playing time was reduced due to age, Larsson's presence on the field continued to bring invaluable experience to the team. He announced his retirement from professional football in 2009. Capping off a storied career that spanned over 2 decades and saw him become a legendary figure in both Swedish football and global football. Following his retirement, Henrik Larsson transitioned into a coaching career, taking up roles at various clubs and national teams, though he has not been as active in the managerial sphere as some of his contemporaries. Legacy and playing style. Henrik Larsson's legacy is built on his exceptional footballing ability, leadership, and goal-scoring prowess. As a forward, he was versatile, able to play both as a classic striker and in a more creative, deeper role. His movement off the ball, technical skill, and ability to read the game set him apart from many of his contemporaries. Larsson was renowned for his composure in front of goal, a trait that made him a consistent scorer at both the club and international levels. He was a player who excelled in big matches, regularly coming through in crucial moments for his teams. His vision, passing ability, and adaptability made him one of the most complete strikers of his generation, and his impact on both Celtic and the Swedish national team remains undeniable. Post-retirement. After retiring from playing, Larsson took up coaching and managerial roles. He became involved with several clubs and even took on managerial duties for his hometown club, Helsingborgs IF. His coaching journey is still unfolding, as he continues to impact Swedish football in new ways. Henrik Larsson remains a highly respected figure in the football world, not only for his achievements on the field but also for his professionalism and humble nature. In Sweden and beyond, his name is synonymous with success, leadership, and a standard of excellence that has inspired countless footballers. Conclusion. Henrik Larsson's career stands as a testament to the values of hard work, dedication, and intelligence in football. From his early days in Helsingborg to his final years at Barcelona, Larsson's journey through the footballing world was defined by success. Not just in the trophies he won, but in the moments he created. His place among the greats of Swedish football is firmly cemented, and his legacy continues to influence the game today. Early life and football beginnings. Zvonimir Saldo was born on January 29, 1968, in Zadar, Croatia, which was then part of the Socialist Republic of Croatia in Yugoslavia. Zadar, a historic city on the Adriatic coast, is known for its beautiful beaches and Roman architecture. It was in this picturesque setting that Saldo's passion for football was born. Growing up in a football-obsessed region, Zvonimir showed an early interest in the sport, and his talent was quickly recognized. At the age of 9, Saldo began playing for local club Zadar's youth team. His natural ability and tactical understanding of the game were apparent from a young age, and by the time he reached his teenage years, he was ready to make the leap to professional football. Zadar, while not one of the top clubs in Yugoslav football, provided a solid foundation for Saldo's development, where he would eventually transition into the first team. Club career, starting out in Yugoslavia. Saldo's career officially began when he was promoted to NK Zadar's senior team in 1986. At the age of 18, he played as a midfielder, showing the strong technical skills, vision, and passing accuracy that would become the hallmark of his playing style. Despite being a relatively small club at the time, Zadar gave Saldo the chance to play regular first-team football, and this early exposure allowed him to develop his game. By 1989, Saldo's performances had caught the eye of several larger Yugoslav clubs, and he made the move to Dinamo Zagreb, one of the country's biggest football clubs. At Dinamo, Saldo's career truly began to take off. He spent the next 4 years at the club, playing in a team that dominated domestic football. Known for his exceptional footballing intelligence, ball control, and leadership on the pitch, Saldo quickly became an integral part of the team. During his time at Dinamo, Saldo won several Yugoslav First League titles, and the team achieved success in domestic cup competitions as well. This period was a crucial stage in Saldo's development as he became one of the standout players in the Yugoslav League. His passing and vision were key components of his style, earning him recognition as one of the most technically gifted midfielders in the league. Move to Germany, Stuttgart and Bundesliga success. In 1994, Zvonimir Saldo made a significant step in his career by moving to Germany to play for VfB Stuttgart in the Bundesliga. The move to one of Germany's top clubs marked a new chapter in Saldo's career, as he now found himself competing in one of the most competitive leagues in Europe. Saldo's transition to the Bundesliga was seamless. He adapted quickly to the German style of play, which demanded a combination of technical skill, tactical awareness, and a strong physical presence. Over the next 7 years at Stuttgart, Saldo became a key player for the team. He played alongside some of the Bundesliga's top talent, such as Fredi Bobic and Klaus Allofs, and helped Stuttgart achieve considerable success. During his time at VfB Stuttgart, Saldo helped the team win the DFB Pokal, German Cup, in 1997. His leadership in the midfield was crucial to Stuttgart's success, as he controlled the tempo of the game and contributed defensively while also making vital attacking passes. He was renowned for his passing range, his ability to read the game, and his calmness under pressure. In addition to domestic cup success, Stuttgart also regularly competed in European competitions during this period, and Saldo's performances in the UEFA Cup and Champions League solidified his reputation as one of the finest midfielders in Europe. Saldo's versatility allowed him to play in various roles in midfield. Whether as a central midfielder, defensive midfielder, or even an attacking playmaker, he brought the same level of intelligence and composure to his game. He was widely regarded as one of the best foreign imports in the Bundesliga during his time in Germany. Return to Croatia, later career and leadership at Dinamo Zagreb. After his successful years in Germany, Saldo returned to Croatia in 2001 to play for Dinamo Zagreb once again. The return to his boyhood club was both a homecoming and a chance to finish his career at one of the most successful clubs in Croatian football history. By this time, Dinamo had re-established itself as the dominant force in Croatian football, and Saldo's leadership and experience were seen as invaluable assets to the team. During his second stint at Dinamo, Saldo was not just a player but a mentor for the younger generation of players. He played a central role in helping Dinamo Zagreb win multiple Prva HNL, Croatian First League, titles, establishing himself as one of the most influential figures in the club's history. His experience in international football and the Bundesliga allowed him to offer invaluable guidance to his teammates, and he became the team's captain, leading by example on and off the pitch. In addition to domestic league success, Saldo helped Dinamo Zagreb achieve further glory in the Croatian Cup and qualify for the UEFA Champions League group stages, where he was able to showcase his talents on the European stage once again. His leadership skills and tactical awareness ensured that Dinamo remained competitive in both domestic and international competitions. International career, representing Croatia. Zvonimir Saldo was also an important figure for the Croatian national team. He made his debut for the national team in 1990, during a period of transition as Croatia was on the cusp of independence from Yugoslavia. Saldo's international career spanned over a decade, during which he earned 46 caps and was part of the Croatian squads that competed in UEFA Euro 1996 and the 1998 FIFA World Cup. At the 1998 World Cup in France, Saldo was part of the Croatian team that achieved an incredible third-place finish. He played a key role in the team's midfield alongside players like Zvonimir Boban and Davor Šuker, helping Croatia to an unforgettable run to the semi-finals. Although not scoring as often as some of the more attacking players, Saldo's contributions in the center of the park were vital to Croatia's success. His tactical understanding, passing range, and ability to break up opposition attacks were key elements of Croatia's overall performance. Saldo's international career continued until 2000, when he played in the UEFA European Championship. While his appearances for Croatia in major international tournaments were limited, he remained a respected figure and a dependable presence in the squad. Post-retirement and coaching career. After retiring from playing professional football in 2005, Zvonimir Saldo transitioned into coaching. He took charge of Dinamo Zagreb, his former club, where he enjoyed a relatively successful managerial career. Saldo became known for his calm demeanor, his tactical knowledge, and his ability to work with young players. As a manager, Saldo led Dinamo Zagreb to multiple league titles and was instrumental in helping the club continue its dominance in Croatian football. He later took charge of several other teams, including Hajduk Split and Al Ittihad in Saudi Arabia. Though his managerial career has been marked by some challenges, Saldo's commitment to developing young talent and his dedication to Croatian football remain his core principles. Legacy. Zvonimir Saldo's legacy is one of leadership, intelligence, and consistency. As a player, he was known for his technical skill, footballing intelligence, and ability to dictate the tempo of a match. Whether playing for Dinamo Zagreb, VfB Stuttgart, or the Croatian national team, Saldo was always regarded as a dependable and effective midfielder. He remains one of Croatia's most respected footballers, not just for his success at the club level but for his role in the Croatian national team during the 1990s and early 2000s. His leadership and calm demeanor on the field were integral to Croatia's rise as a footballing nation, and he is remembered as one of the key figures in the country's golden generation. Saldo's transition into coaching has further cemented his place as a significant figure in Croatian football. His knowledge of the game and his commitment to developing the next generation of players ensure that his legacy will continue to influence Croatian football for years to come. Early life and introduction to football. Alessandro Del Piero, affectionately known as Il Pinturicchio, was born on November 9, 1974, in Conegliano, a small town in the Veneto region of Italy. From an early age, Del Piero exhibited a natural talent for football. His modest upbringing in a football-loving family saw him and his brother, Stefano, playing in the streets, nurturing the skills that would define his illustrious career. Del Piero's journey into professional football began at San Vendimiano, a local club where his flair, creativity, and poise on the ball quickly made him stand out. Recognizing his immense potential, scouts from Padova brought him into their youth setup in the late 1980s, setting the stage for his professional debut. Early career at Padova. Del Piero made his professional debut for Padova Calcio in Serie B during the 1991-92 season, becoming one of the youngest players in the squad. Despite his age, his technical skills and composure under pressure were evident. Over 2 seasons, Del Piero gained valuable experience, honing his craft and showcasing glimpses of brilliance. His performances did not go unnoticed, and in 1993, he was signed by Juventus, one of Italy's most prestigious clubs. The Juventus era, rise to stardom. Del Piero joined Juventus at the age of 19 and quickly adapted to the club's demanding standards. Initially seen as an understudy to seasoned players like Roberto Baggio, Del Piero seized every opportunity to prove himself. His breakout moment came in the 1994-95 season, when he scored a stunning hat-trick against Parma. This marked the beginning of a career that would span nearly 2 decades with Juventus. Over the years, Del Piero became synonymous with Juventus, leading the team through highs and lows. Known for his creativity, precision, and leadership, he earned the reputation of being one of the most elegant and effective forwards in football history. Key achievements with Juventus. UEFA Champions League title, 1995-96. Del Piero was instrumental in Juventus' triumph, scoring crucial goals throughout the campaign. Multiple Serie A titles, he won 6 Scudetti with the club, cementing Juventus' dominance in Italian football. Club records. Del Piero became Juventus' all-time leading scorer and appearance maker, a testament to his consistency and loyalty. Del Piero's trademark goals, often curling free kicks or long-range strikes, were celebrated across the footballing world. His ability to deliver in critical moments earned him the nickname Il Fenomeno Vero, the true phenomenon. International career, Italy's golden son. Del Piero debuted for the Italian national team in 1995. Over the next decade and a half, he represented Italy with distinction, earning over 90 caps and scoring 27 goals. He participated in several major tournaments, including the UEFA European Championships and FIFA World Cups. The 2006 FIFA World Cup. The pinnacle of Del Piero's international career came in the 2006 FIFA World Cup. As a senior figure in the squad, he played a crucial role in Italy's triumph. His memorable goal in the semi-final against Germany, a curling effort in the dying moments of extra time, secured Italy's place in the final. Del Piero then contributed to Italy's victory over France in a dramatic penalty shootout, earning his first World Cup winner's medal. Leadership and legacy at Juventus. When Juventus faced challenges during the Calciopoli scandal in 2006, which resulted in the club's relegation to Serie B, Del Piero chose to stay with the team. His decision to remain loyal during one of the darkest periods in the club's history endeared him further to fans. He led Juventus back to Serie A in emphatic style, finishing as the league's top scorer in the 2006-2007 season. Beyond his on-field exploits, Del Piero's humility and professionalism made him a respected figure in world football. As Juventus captain for over a decade, he embodied the spirit of the club. Final years and overseas adventures. In 2012, after nearly 2 decades with Juventus, Del Piero left the club. He joined Sydney FC in Australia's A-League, where he continued to delight fans with his performances. His time in Sydney marked a new chapter, as he embraced the role of an ambassador for football in emerging markets. Del Piero later played for Delhi Dynamos in the Indian Super League, further expanding his global influence. His presence helped elevate the profile of football in these regions. Post-retirement and legacy. Del Piero retired from professional football in 2014, leaving behind a legacy as one of the greatest players of his generation. Since retiring, he has remained active in football as a pundit, entrepreneur, and ambassador. His football academies and charitable initiatives reflect his commitment to giving back to the sport and society. Honors and recognitions. Inducted into the Italian Football Hall of Fame. Included in FIFA's 100 Greatest Living Footballers, as selected by Pelé. Honored with the Golden Foot Award for his career achievements and character. Conclusion. Alessandro Del Piero's career is a testament to passion, perseverance, and excellence. From his humble beginnings in Conegliano to his rise as a global football icon, Del Piero inspired generations with his artistry and leadership. For Juventus fans, he will forever be Il Capitano, a player who defined an era and left an indelible mark on the game. Early life and beginnings in football. Cuauhtemoc Blanco Bravo was born on January 17, 1973, in the Tepito neighborhood of Mexico City, a rough and bustling area known for its strong community ties. Blanco's early years were shaped by his love for football, which he often played on the streets with friends. His flair, creativity, and natural skill were evident from a young age, and he dreamed of rising above his circumstances to achieve greatness in the sport. Blanco began his journey in football at the Youth Academy of Club America, one of Mexico's most prestigious teams. Despite being doubted due to his unconventional style and fiery personality, Blanco's undeniable talent quickly pushed him through the ranks. He made his professional debut for Club America in 1992, marking the start of a legendary career. Career peak. Club America and Liga MX stardom. Cuauhtemoc Blanco rose to prominence with Club America, becoming a key figure for the team in the 1990s and 2000s. Known for his inventive playmaking, precise free kicks, and unique dribbling skills, Blanco quickly became a fan favorite. His signature move, the Cuauhtemana, a trick where he would trap the ball between his feet and hop past defenders, embodied his flair and creativity on the field. During his time with Club America, Blanco helped the team win several titles, including the 2002 Primera División Clausura Championship, the CONCACAF Champions Cup in 1992 and 2006. Blanco also played for other Liga MX teams, including Necaxa, Santos Laguna, and Puebla, but his heart always remained with Club America, where he had multiple successful stints. International glory with Mexico. Blanco made his debut for the Mexican national team in 1995, and over the next decade, he became one of El Tri's most iconic players. Known for his ability to perform in high-pressure situations, he shone in international tournaments, including FIFA Confederations Cup 1999. Blanco scored key goals in Mexico's campaign, including in the final against Brazil. His performance was instrumental in securing Mexico's first and only Confederations Cup title. Gold Cup triumphs. Blanco won 3 CONCACAF Gold Cup titles, 1996, 1998, and 2003, showcasing his leadership and consistency. FIFA World Cup. Blanco represented Mexico in 1998, 2002, and 2010. He scored a memorable penalty against France in the 2010 World Cup, making him the first Mexican player to score in 3 different World Cups. Blanco retired as Mexico's second highest all-time scorer in competitive matches, with 39 international goals in 120 appearances. Main achievements. Individual honors. Blanco's career was marked by numerous individual accolades, recognizing his skill and impact on the field. CONCACAF Gold Cup MVP, 1996, 1998. Liga MX Most Valuable Player, 2004. Best forward of Liga MX multiple times. Scorer of Goal of the Tournament in the 1998 FIFA World Cup. All-time leading scorer of the FIFA Confederations Cup, tied with Ronaldinho. Legacy and cultural impact. Blanco was not just a footballer, he was a cultural icon in Mexico. Known for his passion, fiery temper, and showmanship, he resonated with fans from all walks of life. Blanco was unapologetically himself, a trait that earned him both adoration and criticism. Regardless, his commitment to his teams and his ability to deliver in crucial moments cemented his legacy as one of Mexico's greatest players. Last years and retirement. After leaving Club America, Blanco had stints with various teams, including a move to the MLS, where he played for the Chicago Fire from 2007 to 2009. In the MLS, Blanco became a fan favorite, earning recognition as one of the league's top playmakers. He helped the Chicago Fire reach the playoffs multiple times and was named an MLS All-Star in 2008. Blanco returned to Mexico to play for Veracruz, Puebla, and Lobos BUAP, where he continued to deliver moments of brilliance despite his advancing age. His final professional match came in 2015, when he donned the Club America jersey one last time in a tribute game, ending his career where it began. Post-football career. After retiring from football, Blanco transitioned into politics, leveraging his popularity and connection with the Mexican people. In 2016, he was elected mayor of Cuernavaca, Morelos, and later became the governor of Morelos in 2018. His political career has been marked by controversy and debate, but his influence remains significant. Legacy. Cuauhtémoc Blanco's legacy in football is unmatched. From his street football beginnings in Tepito to becoming one of the most celebrated players in Mexican history, his journey is an inspiration to aspiring athletes. Blanco's charisma, skill, and unique style ensure that he will always be remembered as a legend of the beautiful game. Early life and beginnings in football. Ulises de la Cruz was born on April 15, 1976, in the city of Esmeraldas, Ecuador, a coastal region that has produced some of the country's most notable football talents. Raised in a family that loved sports, Ulises found himself drawn to football from a young age, as the sport was an integral part of the local culture. His passion for the game, combined with a natural athleticism, led him to start playing at an early age, showing promise as a strong, versatile player. De la Cruz began his football journey in the local clubs of Esmeraldas before joining the youth ranks of the Ecuadorian club, El Nacional, one of Ecuador's most successful football institutions. The club's emphasis on developing young talent allowed de la Cruz to hone his skills, both in technical aspects of the game and in understanding the intricacies of team play. His potential quickly became evident to scouts, and by the age of 18, he had secured a spot on El Nacional's first-team squad. This marked the beginning of his professional career and set the stage for a remarkable journey in both domestic and international football. Rise to prominence with El Nacional. Ulises de la Cruz made an immediate impact at El Nacional, impressing both fans and coaches with his natural ability and tireless work ethic. While playing as a right back, de la Cruz became known for his remarkable pace, stamina, and his ability to contribute offensively, often supporting his team's attacking play with his well-timed overlaps. His physicality, combined with solid defensive capabilities, made him a standout performer in the Ecuadorian league. During his time at El Nacional, de la Cruz gained national attention and quickly established himself as one of the best right-backs in Ecuadorian football. His performances led to several domestic titles, including the Ecuadorian Serie A title, and helped propel him into the spotlight of international football. As a young player with raw talent, his ability to balance his defensive responsibilities with offensive contributions was a rare quality that set him apart. International breakthrough with Ecuador. In 1999, Ulises de la Cruz received his first call-up to the Ecuador national team, marking the beginning of what would become a distinguished international career. His debut came during the Copa America tournament, where he showcased his potential on the continental stage. Though Ecuador did not advance far in the competition, de la Cruz's performances signaled the start of his pivotal role in the national team. His versatility and consistency on the international stage earned him a regular spot in the Ecuador national team, and he became a central figure in the squad during the early 2000s. De la Cruz was a key member of the team during Ecuador's successful campaign to qualify for the 2002 FIFA World Cup, marking the first time Ecuador had qualified for a World Cup. His role in defense, as well as his occasional forays forward, helped Ecuador secure their place among the world's best football nations. European career and success abroad. De la Cruz's success with the Ecuador national team caught the attention of European clubs. And in 2001, he made the decision to move abroad to further his career. His first major European club was Real Betis in Spain, where he played for a few seasons in La Liga. His spell in Spain proved beneficial in his development as he adapted to the tactical and technical demands of European football. At Real Betis, Ulises de la Cruz had the opportunity to play alongside some of the best players in Spain, competing in the highly competitive Spanish league. His time in Spain, however, was short-lived, and after a few seasons, he moved to England, where his career truly flourished. In 2003, de la Cruz signed with Aston Villa, a Premier League club known for its strong squad and competitive nature. At Villa, Ulises established himself as a fan favorite, known for his dynamic attacking runs and strong defensive capabilities. His time in the Premier League was marked by consistent performances, and he became a reliable presence in the right-back position. One of his key contributions to the team was his ability to assist in goals and provide crucial crosses, particularly from the right flank. His performances in the Premier League earned him respect and recognition across Europe. International glory and key tournaments. During his time at Aston Villa, de la Cruz remained a key figure in the Ecuador national team, contributing to their successful 2006 FIFA World Cup qualification. His role in the team's defense helped Ecuador make a strong impression in the tournament. De la Cruz was instrumental in Ecuador's performances at the World Cup in Germany, where they reached the round of 16, an achievement that marked the nation's best World Cup performance to date. His performances at the World Cup solidified his status as one of the top right-backs in world football, and he continued to play an essential role for Ecuador in subsequent international tournaments, including the Copa America and the FIFA World Cup qualifiers. His strong, dependable performances were key to Ecuador's consistent presence on the international stage. In addition to his national team duties, de la Cruz's club career continued to flourish, and after his time at Aston Villa, he moved to Reading FC in 2006, where he played for several seasons before retiring from professional football in 2011. His career in England left a lasting legacy, as he helped elevate the profile of Ecuadorian football abroad. End of career and transition to coaching. Following his retirement from playing professional football, Ulises de la Cruz transitioned into a new role within the football community. He focused on coaching, using his wealth of experience and knowledge to mentor the next generation of Ecuadorian footballers. His contributions to the development of young players in Ecuador, particularly through his association with El Nacional, helped ensure that his legacy in Ecuadorian football would live on. In addition to coaching, De La Cruz has been involved in various footballing initiatives and remains a prominent figure in the Ecuadorian football scene. His leadership, both on and off the field, continues to inspire young footballers, and his impact is felt throughout the nation's football culture. Legacy and contributions to Ecuadorian football. Ulises de la Cruz is regarded as one of Ecuador's finest football players. His international career helped elevate Ecuador's standing in global football, and his leadership in the defense played an instrumental role in the national team's rise. Through his perseverance, De La Cruz not only became a household name in Ecuador but also a respected figure in the international football community. De La Cruz's legacy also extends beyond his time as a player. He is seen as a role model for Ecuadorian footballers, demonstrating that hard work, determination, and adaptability are keys to success, both domestically and abroad. His success in La Liga and the Premier League continues to inspire young Ecuadorian players to dream of playing in Europe, and his contributions to the Ecuador national team remain an important chapter in the country's footballing history. Personal life and post-retirement. Outside of football, Ulises de la Cruz remains a humble and down-to-earth individual. Throughout his career, he maintained a strong connection with his roots in Esmeraldas, often using his platform to advocate for youth development in his hometown. As a player, he was admired for his professional attitude, but also for his community involvement, making him a well-loved figure in both the football world and his home country. Since retiring, De La Cruz has focused on giving back to the football community through his coaching and mentoring roles. He has worked to promote grassroots football development in Ecuador and has shown an enduring commitment to improving the game at the youth level. His contributions to Ecuadorian football, both as a player and a coach, have helped shape the future of the sport in his country.